Last week, the police broke down the door of the sitting president of Peru home in search of Rolex watches and expensive bracelets she posing with in public that was never declared with their Integrity Commission. She tell the police since she was 18 years old, she buy Rolex watches. Then 2 days ago, police broke down the gate of the Mexican embassy in Ecuador to arrest the vice president who run in there to hide from the law.
Viewers and subscribers, welcome to Guyanese News, your favorite YouTube channel where we deliver unbiased Guyanese content. If you're new to this YouTube channel and you want breaking and trending Guyanese news, please smash the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, let the thumbs up go to 1,000 thumbs up, leave a comment in the comment section. You can also become a member of this YouTube channel and get exclusive content by pressing the membership button. Let's get this video started. We have two exclusive content we are going to play. We are going to play a person living in America who cannot come home to Guyana under this administration, sharing some inside knowledge about real corruption, what is going on with the vice president and the OPPP and the APIU regime. You need to hear out this person is going to reveal the hidden agenda that nobody's talking about than Guyanese news. But before we do that, we are going to continue with Glenlal exposing everything with this ExxonMobil. Why ExxonMobil is so important to our country. We audit every day. ExxonMobil is going to lift Guyana out of poverty and make Guyana one of the top countries in the world. That is the reason why ExxonMobil deal is being under scrutiny and the people that want the old deal scrap up and rewrite and a whole host of things. Let's get this video started, then we are going to continue. Remember, subscribe, thumbs up, leave a comment in the comment section. This is Guyanese News.
He was convicted and sentenced to 6 years for taking bribe from a Brazilian contractor for a contract in Ecuador. He was released and being investigated for more corruption. That's why he run and hide in that embassy. Yesterday, Colombia arrested the former president for witness tampering and fraud charges. First time in the history of Colombia, they have instituted criminal charges on a former president. Then, the new president of Senegal, on his very first day in office, told his nation he will renegotiate all the mining contracts and ordered a full investigation into the two rich gas fields that the outgoing president handed to an Australian conman. Let's wait and see if any door or gate will be kicked in or kicked down in Senegal on those two rich gas fields and contracts. All over the world, leaders with integrity standing up to corruption, especially where politicians selling out their country's resources for their personal benefits. Only recently, the corrupt leaders of 3 African countries had to be forced out of office by the army, and the leaders vamoose. Now let's turn to Guyana. 2 humongous oil fields, the Kaichor and Kanji oil blocks worth billions of US dollars, was just signed and given away. When the minister in charge, Robert Passad, who signed off the transactions, when he was asked to identify the people that received those 2 oil fields, he said he never see or meet the people. He only dealt with the lawyers who sign on behalf of the people. And when asked who are the lawyers, he said he can't remember and doesn't even know where their offices is located. our loving and caring Vice President, at his very first press conference, promised this nation to investigate and tell us who are the beneficial owners of the Kaichur and Kanji oil fields. The real people behind the deal who's enjoying the billions from the sale of those two oil blocks. 4 years done.
This is the real part of the story, viewers and subscribers, the most important part, because of this allegation that is making by this Guyanese American who is living in America and cannot return in the country right now. He's making some serious allegation against the Vice President, Mr. Jagdeo. I'm not going to talk too long, but I need your listener to understand how the crime gone overseas, not in Guyana alone, according to this Guyanese American. He's making some damning allegation that the Vice President doing a lot of corruption. So check this out, and then we are going to continue.
So, in the run-up to this investigation in New York, don't bother with Guyana. Keep your eyes on New York. This is where the investigation is. There's nobody came to serve someone's. They're evil people who by Jagdeo and Hicken sent to New York to commit criminal acts. That's the focus. Don't worry with all this smoke screen about who attempted to serve Rick Ford with summons, who served Rick Ford with summons, whether or not a police report was made. Don't worry about all that. This is a criminal investigation about a crime that occurred in Brooklyn. A crime perpetrated by the Guyana government and orchestrated by Jagdeo. I wanted to don't be distracted about who gotta go to court and whoever. I want to tell everybody in the diaspora, the Guyana police force has no power to charge you for anything they claim you commit in America. Whether it's your speech, continue to speak out. Continue to speak out. Jagdeo can shout to the top of the world, Rick Ford committed extortion. Have you ever heard a vice president of a country, the attorney general of a country, a member of parliament who's a lawyer, Sanjeev Dattadin? Have you ever seen East Indian people in the PPP, East Indian racists in the PPP, so enamored, so worked out, so animated over what they claim Rick Ford and other people try to extort $700 US. My shoes right now is $1,300. The shoes that I'm wearing. The watch that I have on right here is $10,000. And Jagdeo is trying to convince people that because we call on an East Indian dealer, PPP East Indian dealer, that is robbing people, defrauding people, robbing poor people, especially poor black people, that's extortion, because we call on them to pay back monies that they defrauded people. That's extortion. The PPP is an instrument of fraud. They're supporting their East Indian supporters that defraud black people. This is what this is about. Don't let Jagdeo distract you. Have you ever seen a vice president every week talk about one story over and over? Rick Ford is a criminal. He's a criminal. He's a criminal. He's a criminal. He's a criminal. Like a madman. He thinks that if he keeps repeating it all the time over and over, it will suddenly become fact. Some people would believe it. He's unhinged, gone stare mad, off of his med, probably snorting and sniffing right now. Have you ever seen an entire government so worked up over one person? That's because I'm influential. That's because I'm influential. That's because US politicians listen to me. And according to Dr. Henry Jeffrey, they feel they have to discredit, or they have to try to discredit me because US politicians are listening to me. Remember Bar Jagdeo said the Washington conference was a failure? He ain't saying no more, right? Ask him why. He's not saying that anymore. Ask him why. He's freaking out. He said he has evidence that Rickford Burke committed fraud, extortion. It was not Rickford Burke who was caught in a dark room negotiating a $500,000 bribe. It was not Rickford Burke that stole people money to build a mansion at Smarandam. It's not Rickford Burke that stole billions of Guyanese dollars and have it banked abroad in China and Dubai. It's not Rickford Burke that formed their squads that killed over 1,400 young black men. Bar Jagdeo is the biggest criminal Guyana has ever produced. And by now he should get the message. He can't intimidate me. He can send all his people to intimidate me. He can have the Guyana police force file all sorts of charges against me. Go ahead and file 190 more. Why only stop at 80 or 70? Go ahead and file like 100 more. All right, keep sharing the link. Keep sharing the link. We can have a little bit of gaffy. Keep sharing the link. But keep asking yourself, if this was a serious matter, why would Bar Jagdeo be talking about it every day? Why would Bar Jagdeo have to be saying, oh, we have this new evidence, we have a new video, the evidence that we have again? He said we. He's the prosecutor. He's the chief justice. He's the chief magistrate. He's a police officer.
Viewers and subscribers, leave your comment in the comment section if you feel the FBI should investigate the Vice President of Guyana, or this is just propaganda being spread by the opposition for discredit the Vice President, and what you think about Glenlal ExxonMobil deal. Should ExxonMobil deal be rewrite, or by rewriting ExxonMobil deal is going to set a bad president for the country, according to the President Ifran Ali in his latest interview. This is Guyanese News. If you want breaking, trending Guyanese content, please smash the subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up. Let this thumbs up go to 1,000 thumbs up, and leave a comment in the comment section. You can also become a member by getting exclusive content. Just press the membership button. This is Guyanese News, giving you from a normal Guyanese perspective.